Azerbaijan's ambitious Khazar Islands project once promised dozens of man-made islands and a massive 1-kilometer tall skyscraper that could have redefined the skyline. But fast forward to today, and what do we find? A few lonely islands and some half-built structures. So, what went wrong with this grand vision? And have the islands been completely abandoned? Let's peel back the layers and uncover the mystery. In the land of Azerbaijan, there was a grand vision that aimed to transform the Caspian Sea into a 41-island paradise known as Khazar Islands. This ambitious project, with its promise of residential areas, commercial spaces, tourist attractions, and a towering skyscraper called the Azerbaijan Tower, was set to be the jewel in the crown of Azerbaijan's development plans. But like many grand dreams, the Khazar Islands project has turned out to be more of a mirage than a reality. With a staggering price tag of $100 billion, the project was meant to attract $30 billion from foreign investors and another $30 billion from apartment sales. However, as the saying goes, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry, and so did the plans for Khazar Islands. The vision was to house 1 million residents in a development that had 150 schools, 50 hospitals and daycare centres, numerous parks, shopping malls, cultural centres, and even a university campus. Not to mention a Formula One quality racetrack that would encircle the centrepiece of it all, the $2 billion Azerbaijan Tower, which was intended to be the tallest building in the world. But as the years passed, it became clear that this grand vision was nothing more than a house of cards. The foreign investors failed to materialize, and the apartment sales fell far short of expectations. The promised infrastructure and amenities remained nothing but a distant dream, leaving Khazar Islands as little more than a barren wasteland in the Caspian Sea. The Azerbaijan Tower, once envisioned as a symbol of national pride and architectural prowess, now stands as a stark reminder of the folly of grandiosity. Instead of reaching for the stars, it serves as a monument to overreach and overambition. This ambitious project was supposed to be the epitome of luxury and innovation, with 150 bridges and a swanky municipal airport connecting the island to the mainland. The plan was to have a bustling city with 1 million residents by 2022 to 2023, but it seems that dream will remain just that, a dream. The price tag for a completely renovated apartment was set to be $4,000, $5,000 per square metre. Who wouldn't want to shell out that kind of cash for a slice of paradise? But not only were these buildings meant to be the height of opulence, they were also designed to withstand earthquakes of up to magnitude 9.0. Because when you're creating an island, you want to make sure it doesn't go out with a bang. Back in March 2011, Azerbaijan was riding high on an economic boom, and the construction of Khazar Islands was set in motion. With much fanfare, substantial building works were achieved, and by August 2014, the main beach area was opened, adored with half-built skyscrapers. It was a sight to behold, a symbol of modernity and progress. But as they say, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. And fall it did, as the project's gigantic scale and overly ambitious design became more apparent in 2015 when the oil price took a nosedive. The man behind it all, Ibrahim Ibrahimov, found himself in trouble when his company couldn't cough up the $57 million debt to the International Bank of Azerbaijan. This led to the dramatic arrest and a flurry of uncertain statements about the project's future. Fast forward to 2017, and Ibrahimov was still singing the same tune, insisting that the long-delayed works would finally restart later that year. But as of January 2018, there was little sign of any work resuming. It seems like Khazar Islands had become the ultimate mirage in the desert of grandiose dreams. The grand vision of completing the project between 2020 and 2025 with Chinese investors swooping in to save the day now feels like a distant fantasy. Ibrahimov's declarations of commitment to the project were met with raised eyebrows and skeptical glances. It's as if Khazar Islands had become a punchline in the grand joke of ambitious construction projects. As of November 2023, this ambitious endeavour was still struggling to get off the ground. It's like a never-ending saga of delays and uncertainties. The first phase, which was supposed to include the construction of infrastructure and the first few islands, is expected to be completed by 2025. But is that really possible? Well, let's wait till then. Now, as much as a lot of people think that completing this project would be a game changer for Azerbaijan's economy, new jobs, foreign investment, it all sounds so promising. Sure, the completion of the project was expected to have a positive impact on the country's economy. But with a price tag of $100 billion, one can't help but wonder if the return on investment will ever materialize. After all, creating new opportunities for the people of Azerbaijan is great and all, but at what cost? And let's not forget about the potential environmental impacts. The construction and operation of the Khazar Islands could spell disaster for the Caspian Sea and its delicate ecosystem. It's crucial that measures are taken to minimize any negative impact and protect the environment, but with such a massive project, can we really expect that to happen? So, what do we think about Azerbaijan's $100 billion failed islands? It seems that this grand vision may have been a bit too grand for its own good. As the dust settles and reality sets in, it's becoming increasingly clear that Khazar Island may go down in history as a costly misstep rather than the economic saviour it was once touted to be. Let's know what you think in the comments section.